Fighter 6. Fighting round. Beloved match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. All right, first round, what's going to happen? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 2 with the life lead. Hold your breath. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Gets the jump in. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit will end the round. Checks with the sunshot. Shoots off a fireball up, picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Will we see a drive hit them with a stopping bomb? A trade, but they're not worried. Experiencing burnout. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. There's the punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The super armor does its job. Neither of them willing to back off here. Heats it up with a combo into super. Throws him. What's next? Takes the trip, makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 needs to use the threat of getting that extra juice in your Kagero no Mai. Player 1 is working with a better drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will need to play it experiencing burnout. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. What'll happen here? Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got it, closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Hits the drive. Who's going to steal this win? Hits them with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense? Ooh, does them dirty. Plenty of health. Wolf reads the jump in perfectly. Back to the knocks him out of the air. All the throw connects. Mai's coming in for the meet and greet. Amazing. Oh, yo, Ross over here. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Arasakura hits. Mai's gonna show you just why they call her the alluring Kunoichi. Ippon Ichi. Oh my, drive rush. Here comes the corner press. Quick air to air. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win, but that could have been.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Fight with all your heart!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Absorbs the attack and fires back. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Gets the knockdown, and now life lead opens up. Where is their opening? Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Player 1 in there! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Challenge from above! Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hold on, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. A trial impact could end it all here. Aerial knee smash. They're going for the super arm. Spends 2 for the meteorite. Absolute in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Gutsy play with the grab. They trade hits. Super armor. Cold and calculated. Oh, he's raw super hard incoming. Dashes out the cage and hits with the final prison. I am a doctor, but you can't tell me the body is supposed to bend that way. Player one has the super gauge and drops them. Impact counter. Ooh, that's put them on notice. Player two really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Definitely shuts out the jumper. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Sticks the jump in. Big, low, reaching heavy. Okay, they trade hits. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Oh god, this is tense. It's a good spot to use the super. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Hits him with a stop and block. Aerial knee smash. Sticks the combo. The Gladius blows them away. Player two is working with a burnout triggered. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Not much life difference. Their spacing is so on point right now. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Knockdown, no! Critical art now! Decides to stop playing with their food and goes for the final prison. Once Alice gets a hold of you, you're done! Oh, here we go. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. Huge chance after that wall spot. Player one can't let this simmer. They couldn't tech the throw. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Fight with all your heart.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Knockdown. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Gets a crucial back throw in. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sticks the combo. The jump in catches them. Throws them. What's next? Player one will look to apply pressure here. That combo did decent damage. Burnout triggered. KO. This fight is going the distance. It's gut check time for our fighters. Who's going to pick up the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player one needs to switch it up. They want to take it home. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages impact. Squat! Boots him! Pushing through with the Gladius. A jump in?
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Player adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. The damage is really piling up. Gets him. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Had the radar up and running. Brushes that off and keeps going. The Gladius blows them away. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Uses the target combo as a filler. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Shows them meets the jump in with a perfect parry. Good awareness on the crosser. Hits them with a stopping bomb. They push their way out of the corner. Just goes for it at this range. Catches them out. That back row was huge. Both absolutely hitting it all on the drive rush. And Hanasakura finds someone. Why is gonna give you the warm and fuzzies, but not the ones that you want. Okay, drive rush. Knew the throw was coming. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. Alright. Good job blocking the jumping. Down to the wire. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump-in is denied. Decides to meet them in the air. Solid blocking. Close them. What's next? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Drive rush to keep it going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and... Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Their spacing is so on point and whips! They're wide open! Finishes with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Clutch, anti-air. Drive rush to keep it going. Gotta do better than that. Anti-air in the clutch. Walks across a good read. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Forward rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Hanasakura hits. Mai's gonna show you just why they call her the alluring Kunoichi. Nippon Ichi. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 can't. That back row was huge. A real test of nerves here.
It's gonna hurt.
Break through with the throw. Player 2 really has to...
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 with the life lead. Starts with a jump in. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 2 chases him down. Taking stock. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up them, going in with Devil's Reverse. Reacts to the throw. Devil's Reverse. Medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown, and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The Gladius blows them away. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Double knee press. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive. Shoot their shot. Pass them on the toe. Oh, he's raw super hard incoming. Player 2 flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Kick to the sky. Who's going to steal this win? Still plenty of time left. Taking chunks out of each. This is gonna hurt. Stuff it. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still pops hard. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Fight with all your heart.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Taking stock. Difficult situation for a throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Great work finding the opening. Next hit will end the round. Snipes him out the air. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Can't tech the throw. Going in. Uses the target combo with a filler. Player 1, burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick hits. What are they gonna just goes for it at this range. What's next? All the throw connects. Player 1 has depleted their drive, in fact misses. They gotta dig down deep. There's a burnout. Looking for a hold. What's this Kikuhara gonna do? Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Adds a bit of OG spice there. Misses the grab. Sets up with the jump in. Still plenty of time left. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 has the life lead. All the throws connects. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Here comes the corner pressure. The Gladius tries him, slams on the brakes, and shoves out the counter. Lifts him with a knee and breaks him down. What's next? Crowns him from above. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner.
challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Fight with all your
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Had the radar up and running. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in is denied. Taken in there. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still very early in the round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Feeling out the spacing.
If you've come to fight, then fight!
So both players aren't doing anything right now. I wonder what happened. Trying to read each other here? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Into the latter half of the round. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. The timer is down to half. So Gladius throws them away. A quick breather. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Flawless round. They got him so quick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player one will look to apply sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Super armor wasn't enough. Oh, huge. Will this super art do anything? Lifts them with a knee and brings them down. What will they do next? Crowns them from above. Amazing. A real test of nerves here. Are you kidding me? Player one comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
All your heart!
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Lots of aggression from both sides. Sticks the combo. Did well to get the buff in there. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Burnout is triggered. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work? Well aware of the life in meters. Really good decision making. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Down to the wire. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Lots of full hop bank and plenty of avenues to race through. That's a counter. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A drive impact could end it all here. Breaks the block with a throw. Gets a risky buff in. Jumps up. Pushing through with the Gladius. Grabs and throws him away. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply crowns him from above. Scrapping it out up close. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round.
That felt good, didn't it?
Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that Sunda. Decides to puff up while they can. The Fuhas stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? What's the play here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Did well to heats it up with a combo into super. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Decides to puff up while they can. Player 1 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Super clutch corner switch. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Doing some quick planning? Saihasho to start something? Gets a risky buff in. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Jumps in. The throw missed. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps up. Hits him with a stop and block. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Buffs up. Jump. Crowns them from above. They push their way out of the corner. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Keeping them away. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their... Oh, the throw connects. Barely blocks the jump in. Risky up close scrap still going. Gets a risky butt in. Okay, here we go. Both are ready to pull the... Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A real test of nerves here. And drops them. Dangerous range here. That corner is starting to look scary. It is over. Get that bank account ready because that